Good morning. Welcome to my channel, JB's Crochet. I'm Amber. Good morning, Lana, Nana, and Angela, Lisa. But BB, I can't talk this morning. BB, Monique, hug sister. Lisa, Lana, Nana, Angela. Good morning, good morning. Morning. I am putting back my hooks into a thing. Putting my hooks back into a organizer. At least I'm trying to figure out how I want to do this. Alright, so I'm going to put 6, 6, 6.5, 6.5, 7, 8. I have so many hooks. It's ridiculous. Good morning. Hopefully my chat doesn't mess up again. I don't have enough room for my big hooks. Grammy Rita, good morning. I'm trying to decide if I want to keep my hooks like this or put them in a cup holder because I have so many of some of the hooks that they don't all fit in here. So it's like, I don't know what to do. I do not know what to do. Because I'm missing a hook from my dot set. I don't remember how I had them in here, so I don't know. Good morning, Vivian. I don't like them doing that. Maybe I need to get a different hook holder. I don't know. Oh yeah, sorry, no, I'm right there. I have a whole nother set in here. Well, the rest of my clovers anyway. My littles from my set. Okay, so this morning I wanted to, I keep forgetting I moved my cotton. I found a, I don't think my thing's moving. Well, maybe it is because I got Vivian and then Lana and Baby and Melissa. Let's go over here. I may just have to have a YouTube stream up from now on. So far, it's fine. Okay, I'll have it up just in case. Okay. So anyway, I found a post made by somebody in one's group, Facebook group, for the luck of the draw, and they're actually making Passionate Kelsey's Hot Granny Summer tote bag in it, and then they're basically doing a line of, like, they're doing for their main, they're doing black, and then they're doing like 3 rows of each color that's drawn for the week, or for that week. So I was like, ooh, I like that idea. So I'm stealing that idea. I'm going to make my own. So I was actually going to take off, I think I'm going to take off the bandanas, or actually maybe no, I'm going to do the bandanas. I'm going to take the Tunisian washcloths off. So I'm just going to use these colors from the Tunisian washcloths, and I'm going to make my bag from those colors. Why not? Back to his normal goofy self. That's so awesome. I'm so glad to hear that about your grandson, Melissa, and your son, Monique. Thank you, Andrew. The Shell Chronicles got one. Auntie T Creates got one. Heather Spinning. Cat's Kitchen. And Tina Leno. I know at least 3 of those names. I've seen them before. You saw that post, Lisa? I know. I was like, ew. So, honestly, as odd as these colors are, why not? I mean, I have 2 different greens right here. Maybe I switch out some of these colors. I don't know. I think I'm going to stick with the bandanas. I'm going to take the Tunisian washcloths out and do... Actually, I'll pull one of the greens off and I'll do a blue. How's that? How many colors? I need 5 colors and a mane. I was actually thinking of possibly using one of these, but there's only 3 colors and then this, and there's not enough, so it's like, ah. So I'm thinking, do I have a random blue in my scrap? Where's my scraps? Oh, up here. I mean, I have this, but I think it might be not enough, maybe, for, well, maybe. I don't know. I got to get at least 6 rows out of each color. I don't know if I'll be able to do that with that. Let's see, what other color can I do instead of green? You're sticking to one color or one project. Well, these are small enough, Andrew. That's why I'm doing multiple small ones. So I've got the bandana. That's a day's project. I mean, I've only not finished it because I've been doing other stuff. But if I just focus, I can get them done in about an hour. The Addy hats, it's an hour project at the most. The Tunisian washcloths, they're a little bit longer, but I'm going to take those off. I'm going to make another bag because I don't feel right not doing a bag. So we're going to do another yeah. You're going to do different, sticking with the washcloths and the bandanas. Gotcha. Yeah, I'm going to do the Addy hats and the bandanas because, again, those are quick and easy projects. I can get them done. Let's see. You know what? I might go with... color could I change out one of these greens for? I have plenty of yellow. I could do yellow in place of one of the greens. I think that's what I'm going to do because I want to use up my scrappy stuff too first. Oh, that's what I had on the end, was these. I don't know. Okay, so I'm going to take, since I already have a bright green bandana, I'm going to take out my bright green for this. No. I'll keep the bright green. Funny enough, the bright green is the first color of the bag anyway, because that's the color that was drawn. Good morning, Sharon. Listen while driving. Be safe. It's all that matters is that you're safe. Safely driving. Good morning. Belgium, right? Sharon, Belgium? Yeah, I think Sharon's Belgium. I don't know. I feel like I need another colors maybe instead of the brown. I don't know. I think, what do you guys think? I think those colors will be good for a bag, a striped bag. They almost kind of give autumn-ish colors, except you have the pink. The pink just like is just out there. Good morning, Tammys. You're just sticking to whips. Oh, and that's the other thing. But I'm going to finish my one whip this week, so I think, because I only have a few rows left on it. It takes a minute to get around the rows on the poncho, but I'm almost done with it. I have what I've done written down, but I don't have like a pattern written up. So I'm trying to decide if I want to make it a pattern or not. I know BB would love to have it as a pattern, but I don't know. You've seen pink on fall leaves. Isn't that fun though? Just like fall, 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 pink. Saltwater taffy. Yeah, there you go. Saltwater taffy. That's a way to think of it differently. All right. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do a bag. So I just need to get caught up on that. So I need to pull out my black, which I have some right here I can start with. And then I have my yellow here. I'm going to put the rest of my cotton colors right here. So I took out this color. I'll put it right there for now. All right, so this is the color that I kept in. Those are two different colors, right? I may not have enough of this green though, that's the thing. I might actually have to switch the greens out because I may not have enough of the green to do my 2 rows that I need. I think I'm gonna have to switch the greens out because I don't know I have enough room or have enough to do it. All right, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put this green back on. I'm gonna take the bright green off because I don't have enough to complete 2 sections. It may not even come down to me doing 2 sections, but just in case, I'm going to use this green instead. I think it still has the same kind of vibes that it had before. It's just not quite so bright with the green. So, all right. Next item on the agenda. I got all of the beanies written down, y'all. Look. Twins in a Window, Mad Hatta, and the other one's not in here, but oh, there's my Yankee Noodle bag that I made for Rebecca that I need to write down, put a pattern out. But anyway, ooh, I need to, it's like coming off. I need to type this up before it wears away. But I got 3 beanies typed up yesterday. That was a lot of work, I have to say. I spent up until basically 1 o'clock yesterday afternoon typing those up. I didn't move from my desk very much. I went to use the restroom and help the kids with a couple things, but yeah, I spent most of my morning, early afternoon, sitting right here getting, well, on the floor and then up here because I let my youngest have the chair while he played a video game on my computer, and I just sat on the floor working up the beanie as I went, and writing it down. So the beanie is done. This is the Giddy Giggle beanie. I actually, Lisa tested it for me, and I just have a few tweaks to it, but I agree with her. I like the shaping that it does, but this one turned out so cute, and it's so soft. It actually goes with my shirt. I like it. I like it a lot. It needs to be a little longer, but I think for, you know, donation purposes, it's fine. Plus, I have a bigger head. well, maybe I don't have a bigger head than most people, but just maybe slightly bigger than some kids. I don't know. But I like to have mine where they're like completely covering the ears, and mine are just, this hat's just barely hitting my earlobes, the very bottom of the earlobes. Yes, I got your emails on both. Yep. I need to look at the pattern and make the tweaks and see what tweaks I can do from your notes. Yes. Okay, so the next thing I need to do is I need to make Twins in a Window and another Mad Hatta beanie, Mad Hatta Inception beanie, because I need to take pictures. Lisa, one other thing from the first one that had the pictures, the Giddy Giggle beanie, were the pictures adequate? I can't remember if there was any pictures that you had recommended more, if that makes sense. If there were pictures I was missing, other than the video tutorial link. I've never done the video tutorial links in patterns before, so I'll have to figure out how that works. Like, how they, like, I think, well, actually, I shouldn't say I've never done it before. I've messed with links before. I've just never actually used them in my own patterns to know if they, like, if I were to insert them and people click on them, it would take them to the appropriate video. So, I don't know. Let's see. I think, okay, so I need a 5mm hook. Where would be my 5mm hook? Where would it be? It should be with this. I'm still working on this, but I had to get, I finally got some yarn that will coordinate with it. And now I don't know where my hook is. It was with it, unless it's in here. That's what I was using. Oh, it is in here. Okay. It's in here because I was using it with the bandanas. I could finish that this morning and then move on to the Luck of the Draw bag. All right, here's one of my 6mm I need to put away. La-di-da-da, la-di-da-da. Don't want to be so lazy girl. Oh, yeah, that's right. Okay. I forgot you didn't look at the one with the pictures initially. Okay, no worries. No worries. Hold on. I want to hang this right here. Hang that right there. Do a little cleanup on the desk. Black yarn. Why do I have black yarn on my desk? What was this from? What did I make with black yarn recently? What did I make with black yarn recently? My brain is not working with me. Black yarn. I don't know. I don't know what I was making. I did start a bag last night waiting on my kid at ice skating practice. This is a bag that Mishi shared that she was making a bunch of, that she really enjoyed. It is a fun pattern, I will say. I've made a similar Bark It bag like this from somebody else. I can't remember who. But this uses a V-stitch. Oh, that's not going in the right way. Oh, maybe it is. It uses a V-stitch instead of chain 5, I think. Okay. There we go. Need to make it again with the correct twins rows. Hey, you ended up making a beanie with incorrect. That's kind of funny. So I don't know. This is going to be a big bag, I think, because I doubled up the yarn, and I'm using a 7mm hook, and it's already quite large. But that's okay. A large market bag is, there might be somebody out there that likes a large market bag. But I'm using just blue and white together. But while I was sitting there, he's got a class for 30 minutes, 45 minutes. And so, I sat there with a small project to work on. All right, so this is the bandana that I'm still working on. This is my Luck of the Draw bandana. I chose just the solid one that she has, Passionate Kelsey, so. You think you did the one from Stephanie? Yeah, probably. I think so, Lisa. Good morning, Helix. Lexi, good morning. Sounds like the bag you made. It is, yours was a bottom-up construction. Yeah, though. This one is, it's called a no-sew, and it's by Play Hooky With Me, I think. Maybe. Let me look. I downloaded the video so I didn't have to have internet, because let me tell you what, the internet in that building. Play hooky with me. It says this crochet bag practically makes itself quick and easy. Play hooky with me, it says. But yeah, this is the video. That's the one that Mishi was trying. So I was like, oh, I'll try it. It's another bag. So it's very, very, very similar to the other one. So what are we up to today? Well, I was thinking I might finish this first. I was debating whether or not I pull a project from my Bust the Stash series that we do occasionally on Tuesdays when I'm like struggling for something to do. I do have the basket of ideas that we could pull from. I think I have plenty to do right now that I'm like, maybe I'll hold off on that one. I'm just trying to decide, do I follow Kelsey's pattern and do the picot and then do the straps? Or do I do it where I, do my lining, my border on long here, do the picot around the outside, then do the strap, then do another row of border, and then do the other strap. In the pattern for this one, she only has the one row of border up here. I think that was after she did I don't know. I don't know what I want to do. I like doing the double border on the top just because of how she did the straps. So I was just thinking of following that again. Somebody's got them an alarm for 8 o'clock. It's going off. I can hear it. Make sure you get up with it. Good morning, everybody. Can't view my oh, you can't view Lexi's channel. Oh my goodness. What's going on with that? What am I doing here? Why did I stop for a minute to look at something? I don't know. Good morning, everybody. I think I'm just going to do like I've been doing and just do the 2 rows of border, so to speak. It's 2 rows of single crochet, so it's not really adding a ton. Yeah, so yeah, that's what I was saying, Lisa. I like the way the most recent bandana that she did. I don't know which tutorial it is. I like the way that she did with the straps and the lining the top of the bandana and then doing the edging and stuff. So when I made I did the same thing with the granny square one, the granny stitch with the shell border. Because I made the windows one with it, like I made it like this, where I'm doing like I'm doing with this. When I did the granny stitch one, I decided that I was like, ooh, I really like that. And so I constructed the straps and the shell border the way she does it, but then used her newer way of doing it, where she lined the edge of the bandana, then did her shell border or the picot, and then did a strap, came back, did a row of border across the top of the bandana again, and then did the other strap and called it good. I like the way she did that. The spaced out beanie, yeah. And so I've been basically all her other bandanas, I've been following that method. So if it has a border that's decorative, I've been doing it the way she does the spaced out bandana. You're hiding under your work desk. Oh goodness. Well, be careful. Don't get in trouble. Appointment reminders. That's like next week. Thank you for the 1 week appointment reminder. Or the reminder 1 week out. Thank you for that. I need it the day before, not the week before. I haven't forgotten, though, that I have a dentist appointment next week, so. I've actually remembered. I just got to keep reminding myself of what the date is, though. You have a monochrome granny for Lana. She might get the same with landscape. No, you know what? I don't think she's going to complain too much. I got my squares sent. Oh, that is not the right one. I got my squares sent off to Lana Saturday. So people should be getting their packages this week. So Lana should get her package this week. Hopefully Rebecca gets her package this week. What is going on here? Oh, okay. Who else did I send? Jax should get her package this week. Can you do that at college? Well, you could try. You might get a few looks, looky-loos at you, but let's see, what else was I talking about? I do like the way that the edging kind of makes it cleaner. I'm trying to think. I got Lana's square sent off. It's in a small envelope. Hopefully it doesn't get lost. And then Rebecca's packages were sent off. Let's see, who else am I missing here? Jax had her package. Oh, my sister. I finally. So I haven't seen my sister since I don't even know when last. I haven't seen her since before Christmas of last year. So, good morning, Debbie. So I finally was like, oh, her birthday's today. So I mailed off the bag that I made her, the Tamagotchi bag for Christmas. And I was like, you know what? This is a birthday present now. So I made her up a quick little silly looking birthday card. Looked like a kindergartner made it because I just whipped it up real fast because I was trying to hurry up and get packages sent out. And so she got it delivered to her yesterday, according to the tracking. So I haven't heard from her yet, but I'm going to text her this morning after I get off. And 6 inches, Cammie, 6-inch squares. But anyway, I'm going to text my sister after I get off here and be like, happy birthday. And see if she got her package or what she thought of her package. Oh, it's so much better in temperature than it was yesterday. It's definitely not as creamered as it was yesterday, that's for sure. Okay, dokie. Lisa, I don't think I'm going to get through the rest of the bandana with what I have here. I might have to add on 3, 5. Let's see. I don't know which bandana this is. I'm just going to put Passionate Kelsey bandana. I think she just calls this one like a headscarf. Like when I looked up Passionate Kelsey headscarf, this one came up. Save. Oh, hold on. I gotta fix one more thing. Your Addie arrived. Yay! Fun times ahead. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. You want to play? I know the feeling. 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 50, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65. Well, if you're interested, I have a few videos on my channel called Crank and Chat. I don't think I did too many of them. It was just a handful of them, where I cranked out a hat and chatted at the same time. So if you want to check that out, you can. I think I even show how to make an Addie hat on one of my videos, maybe. I can't remember. I know I came across it looking for other videos the other day, so I just can't remember exactly what it was, though. I just remember seeing the thumbnail of looking down at my Addie, that the picture is looking down at it. Look during lab. No worries. No rush. Just throwing it out there if you were interested in checking those out. So I've been watching, or I've been trying to watch old videos. It was funny. I was watching one of my beanie videos yesterday, and my youngest was like, "Why are you watching a video of yourself?" I said, "I'm writing it down, dude. I'm writing the pattern down." So I was going, well, funny enough though, I was actually multitasking. I was making the Giddy Giggle beanie because I'd already mostly typed that one up, I think. Yeah, I'd already had that one all typed up during the live. And then while he was playing on the computer, I was finishing working on the beanie, finishing it up, and taking pictures and all that. And then at the same time, I started writing down, I propped up my phone next to me and played the video while I had a notebook in my lap and my crochet hook and beanie in my hand. And so, like, as it would, like, I would literally just let it play through the video. And so I would work on the beanie while myself in the video worked through the step that it was on. And then I'd write the next step down and then just let it keep playing while I worked on the beanie. So if there was any mistakes in the pattern, that's why, Lisa. I was multitasking. And we all know how well that works sometimes for me. Not so great. I'm a lab tech. I can teach the classes here, but it is. Sweet. Yeah, there's a few videos that I did cranking chats. And the only reason I don't do much of my Addy anymore on my channel, or at least the live, is some people are just, I wouldn't say triggered. That's not the right word. Some people are sensitive to the noise, even though it's not terribly loud for you guys. It's still, it's the type of noise, not necessarily that it's a loud noise. It's just the noise that it is, the type of noise, I guess you could say. So, but hey, that's how I was able to get a bunch done yesterday, Lisa. And then after I got the Twins in the Window one typed up, I was like, oh yeah. So I grabbed out my beanie that I had made, the second beanie, for the Mad Hatta Inception beanie, and I just looked at it and remembered that I remember how I started out the Mad Hatta Inception beanie, so I already had those steps like pre-written down, so to speak. And then so I just went through and looked at the beanie and visually wrote down what I saw. So if that one's weird, that's why, because I didn't go back and watch the video from the live or anything. I literally just wrote it down from the physical beanie in front of my face. You'll support the noise. Yeah, some people just, some people don't mind it for the, what is it called? ASMR, but some people do mind it. So I honestly like the way that the Addy sounds over the video. It softens it a little bit, and so there's something mesmerizing about it, to be honest. In person, let alone watching it on a video. So I don't know. I might be playing Yarn Chicken with the, oh wait, no, I still have to do the, oh no. I forgot I did all that and forgot the picot row. Actually, you know what? I could just leave it like that. I think I'm just going to leave this one like this and not worry about the picots. I'll make another one with picots because I think one of her bandanas is plain like this with nothing on the edge. Thank you, Lisa. You're going above and beyond. So thank you so much for helping me out with this. I'm still trying to decide what to make. And I need it to be like super fast because I only have 7 days to make it. So, I need to figure out, do I want to make a cross bookmark, which I already have a bunch made. I just got to figure out where they're at. Because I could bring her one of those with a nice little card or something. Go get a, I don't know. I don't like inundating people with a bunch of cards and things, but I know people enjoy getting them. So that's where it's like, ugh, you know, I'm torn. Good morning, Diana. I think one of Passionate Kelsey's bandanas is plain anyway, so I think this will work out just fine. And maybe that'll help me with my yarn chicken, because if I had to do picos, I probably would run out of yarn and have to attach the next one, which isn't a big deal, but I don't want a knot on the edge of the bandana. And I really want to start that bag. That girl had an awesome idea. I was like, I was trying to think of a bag to do for Luck of the Draw and stripe it out in a way. Like one of the bags I wanted to do, there's this one called the Scrunchy bag, I think. But it has a ton of color change in it. It's meant to be like a scrap buster. So I'm like, you know, like, I don't know. Maybe. But see, I don't know if I want to mix, like, this is acrylic. I have this scrap right here. And then I have this cotton right here. It's like, I could just throw those in a bag, into the scrunchy bag, because it is literally like, every row is almost a different color. Well, not every row, every couple rows, because you stripe it in a way. I'm really, really hoping that I can get this bandana done without adding yarn on for like 2 inches. I am working currently I'm finishing up my bandana from my Luck of the Draw color pick. And then I'm also going to start on another bag. I just have to remind myself how many chains I have to do. I don't remember how the Hot Granny Square picks in Discord of your Luck of the Draw items. Sweet. I've got my washcloth done, my first Tunisian washcloth, but I'm nixing the Tunisian washcloth, so I'm trying to decide if I put that in. I could be like, all right, so I originally started doing these, and then I switched to this, so this is my one and only Luck of the Draw Tunisian washcloth. I'm opening Discord, and it's like loading. Loopy Studio. What's Loopy Studio? I've heard of Loopy Studio. Yeah, I think it might be Loopy Studio. Loopy Studio's scrunchy bag. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Nicely done, Lisa. Nicely done, nicely done. I like to do multiple reactions. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 17, 18, 19, 20, 24, 25, 6, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 6, 37, 38, 39, 40. You know, I wish there was a young photography class that I could put my kid in. I think he might enjoy that. 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 61, 2, 3, 4, 5. The reason I say that is because he's been noticing us taking pictures of like the sunsets and stuff, and sunsets. And I think was it last night we were leaving skating practice, his ice skating practice, and the sun was making a really interesting picture to him. And I was just thinking to myself, maybe he's got the same photography bug that I had as a kid. I've got a really nice camera that I'd be willing to let him use once he got older. Not right now because he is too destructive with stuff that it would probably get broken, and my heart would like quite literally break if this camera broke. It was not a cheap camera when I first bought it. It's not worth much anymore, but it's a Nikon DSLR camera that I bought while we were in the military. Back in Charleston. So it's been pushed 15, 20 years since I've had this thing. And it was pre-digital screens. So like mine has, it has a digital screen, but like it doesn't have a digital viewfinder. It is, you have to look through the viewfinder with your eyeball, take your picture, and then the picture comes up on the screen. But it does not give you like a digital viewfinder where you can look at the back of the camera without holding it up to your face and see what it's looking at. You actually have to like look in the camera and adjust everything, and yeah. Oh, you got to come back. Yay! Lexi's back. Woohoo! Yeah, I was in and out of your live last night because it was bedtime for the kiddos, and so I was in there for a few minutes and then I had to pop out. Well, I was married at 19, so we've been married 22 years. Almost 22 years. December will be 22. So. Yeah, I've had that camera for 15 to 20 years. I don't remember precisely when we bought it as a couple, but he bought it for me. It was not a cheap camera when I bought it, let me tell you what. Especially when you're just first starting out in the military. Whew. What was it there? Yeah, because it was, I'm pretty sure or was it in Georgia? No, it was in the first one. Had been. Anyway, it's been somewhere between 15 and 20 years. I'm almost your age. I am 41. I just turned, well, not just turned. I turned 41 this year. So it just feels weird saying that number. Yep, I have one. And I've got two lenses that I can interchange off of it. And I wanted to eventually get a combined one, but I never stuck enough into like taking pictures. Like I just didn't really get like, the passion never went away. I still love taking pictures. It's just I never pushed hard enough to really get better at it and make a profit or do something with it. So I just never really got around to, I drug my feet too long. I never got around to buying the combined lens for it. So it has two lenses. One is like, I don't remember. One goes out to 200, and I think the smaller one goes to like 80, maybe. I don't know. It was a very good year. He'll be 43 this year. Yep. So we're close in age. It's weird for you when you say it on paperwork. I know. Just saying 41, I don't like, and they say age is just a number, right? And it's all how you feel. I don't feel 41. I don't look 41. So that helps, I'm not complaining by any means. I'm just saying, like, it just feels so strange for me to say 41. I don't even know what number wouldn't feel strange, to be honest. Maybe 30s? I don't know. Good morning, Fontrella. Thank you for your whip idea for the luck of the draw. I'm pretty sure that was you that gave me the idea. I am almost done with one of my whips already. Well, so the whip, the number that was drawn for last week, for week 1, which I will not tell you guys, do not put it in my comments, please. If you know what it is, make people go watch the videos. The first one is 20 minutes, but it's still a very short video to watch. Erica's turning 45 in November. You don't feel 42. Mentally, you don't, yeah. You don't feel 42. Yeah, I know, it's just weird. It's 40, even 40 just feels so strange to me. 41 is just like almost like bizarre for some reason. I don't know why. 41 is just a weird number. Maybe because it's an odd number, and so maybe that's why my years I've been feeling kind of like, what's going on here? So maybe once I hit 42, I'll be back to an even number, and I'll be like, okay, we're walking on an even keel now. Oh, goodness. Oh, that's funny. Maybe that's why. Okay. You know what? I'm just gonna tie ooh, knocking stuff over. Just gonna do a knot on the side of this. Look at this. I still have that much left. I'm gonna do. Maybe I'll just do. Yep, good old 41. Hey, 62 is an even number, Lisa, so I'll be good. Erica, I have a November baby. My middle child is a Black Friday baby. He was born on Black Friday. Like, legitimately. Y'all were out shopping. I was having a baby. I went to my husband was working a night shift. And so I drove over with my daughter, fully pregnant. I drove an hour away. I was about a week from being I was about a week out from my due date, roughly a week or so. And I drove about an hour away to my mom's boyfriend's house to have Thanksgiving with my mom and her boyfriend. And I remember, feeling like, I don't know, crampy kind of, not really too bad. And I remember standing in my mom's boyfriend's house, looking down at my belly and pointing to it and telling Jared inside that it's like, you got one day, dude, one day until your papers are due to exit, your exodus. I was like, you can't be born in December because all my husband's family has got December birthdays. I was like, we can't have another December birthday, dude. You have like one day. Or no, it was like 2 days. I was like, you got 2 days left, dude. 2 days. And let me tell you what, 12 hours later, that kid was born. I'm not saying that's what got him out, but he was born 12 hours later. With less than 12 hours later, actually, because we ate a late dinner, and I drove back home, and by 4 o'clock the next morning, he was born. So there is my orange bandana. I think it looks fabulous. Like, it's technically supposed to have some picos around the edging, but I'll make another one with picos. But my luck of the draw bandana is done. Oh, let's see. Diana, good for you. I love the parallels in a different phase of life. Oh, there's lots of people that are alive today, Izzy. Lots of people. Thank you, Cammie. Their eviction dates. Yeah, I never got induced, so mine were all natural, like, came on their own within, like, just days of their due dates. So, like, my daughter was within 5 days post due date. My middle child was about a week-ish, 5 to 7 days pre due date. And then the youngest was, I don't remember what my due date was for him. I was really hoping he'd come on the 19th of October because that was mine and my husband's, what I consider the day he asked me out to be his girlfriend. And so I thought that would be fun to share that birthday with my kid. The day your dad and I started dating. But then my best friend, a year after my youngest was born, had her son on that day. And so she got October 19th and I got October 22nd. Ugh. And I didn't want him on Halloween because, again, I don't celebrate Halloween, so I didn't want my kid's birthday to be on Halloween. So thank God he helped me with that one. Nothing against Halloween. I just don't celebrate it. And I didn't want him to have a birthday on Halloween, so he came a week before, which works out great. Then we can, have a fall birthday and not a Halloween birthday. Let's see. I don't like Starbucks. Starbucks is not my go-to coffee place. Oh my goodness. 9-book series it was a fun. Interesting. Andrew. What's it called? My daughter or is it kid friendly? Like a cuss word here and there doesn't bother me, but like, the what am I trying to think here? The content, Gotcha. No worries. Yeah, I understand that, Helix. Oh, that's funny. I love that. You had the one on the day you got pregnant with the other. That's funny. Yeah, I don't remember my last one's my due date for him. Maybe the 29th? Like, again, all 3 kids came within a week of their due date. They were older teen. Okay, yeah. No, I have soon. Well, I just told you guys, end of November, Black Friday. I got a 13-year-old coming up, so he is a teenager. Is he? So technically, this is Passionate Kelsey's, one of her bandanas. It's supposed to be the one with the picos on the edging, and then it only has 1 row of single crochets up here. But I altered it a little bit, and I was running out of yarn, so I just went ahead and stopped it without the picot border because I didn't have enough. And had I kept going, I would have had to tie on for like a very short amount of space. So I'm just going to turn this into a yarn scrap. So I've got some cotton scraps that I'll turn into another cotton scrap cake, and then hopefully eventually maybe make another scrappy bag with my yarn cakes. Yes, she has tutorials for all her videos on her channel. Let me find Passionate Kelsey's channel, and you can just find her videos on there. Let's see. YouTube. I like watching Passionate Kelsey. She's an enjoyable young lady to watch, and I cannot believe I am almost 20 years older than her. And I look at her like someone who's got it going on, and, you know, I look up to her. Like, she's 20 years younger, almost 20, well, okay, not 20 years. She's 15 years younger than me, and I look up to her, which I think is amazing for her. She's got a bright head on her shoulders. Passionate Kelsey's channel. Yeah, you just go on her channel and look up bandanas. She's got 4 different tutorials. Yeah, the one I did, you know, I could have sworn she had one. I think she's even got a playlist with all 4 of them in it. Okay, so I stand corrected. All of her bandanas have an edging. I just made one of her bandanas without an edging. That's all I did. So I made the, which one did I do? Did I do the Pico? I think I did the Pico bandana, the light pink one. When you look up her videos, there's going to be 4 bandana videos. There's going to be a dark pink, a granny stitch one, a light pink, and like a goldish brown color. I did the light pink one for that orange bandana. I just didn't finish the Pico part. So I think it looks fine without the Pico. I know, she crochets super fast. Yeah, so I just, my kids are always looking for good books to read on their Kindles, and so I just didn't know if that would be. Oh, all right, Helix. Love on all those kiddos. Just don't get any more germs. All right, so should I put Passionate Kelsey's Hot Granny tote for this next one, or just put my Luck of the Draw project, which is Passionate Kelsey's. You know what? I'll just do that. LOTD 17 Passionate project. Passionate Kelsey's Hot Granny Summer Tote. I accidentally didn't capitalize tote, but whatever. Have a blessed day, Helix. Okay, so I don't have a ton of black right here, but I'm going to start with this. I just got to figure out, I don't remember how many to chain. I wonder if those are Kindle Unlimited. That'd be great. Probably not, but that'd be fabulous if they were. All right, let's put Hot Granny. I love how they named it Hot Granny. Her and her followers. All right, what are we chaining here? Chain 39. Chain 39. Now, I need to go back and look at that girl's post and see, because she's doing black as her main. But like I need to look and see how far she goes with the first bit of black. Like how many rows? I know she said she's going to do 1 row each time, but let's see. Looks like she does 1, 2, 3 maybe, with the main one 4. I heard you, Bob. Okay. Looks like she does the main part and then like the main granny strip. Jonathan, I'm getting it. Chill, please. I'm opening up the app right now. It takes a second for me to get to places on my phone. Like I'm not like speedy. Open remote. Come on. Thank you. Okay. All right. I can't tell.
I just want to do this.
1, 2, 3. It's either 3 or 4.
Are you looking physically?
Hold on.
Are you?
Let's see. Good morning, Manuela. Let's see. First book starts a bit slow, but book 2 is a wild. Interesting. So is this the 9-book series that you were talking about, Andrew, that you just finished? Yeah.
Where's they be? Are you
Can we eat lettuce again? I would love a good salad. I know, right? I have been avoiding lettuce like crazy, and then my kids are like, they want salads. And I'm just like, I still don't want to eat salad. I'm sorry.
Oh, look, I have a crazy question.
I know I saw something about a week or so ago that it said that it was safe, but I was like, I don't know. I still don't trust it. So.
Hey,
Diana Marie said, "Newman." All right.
Who? Oh. Oh, it's like, man.
7, 8,
Oh,
9,
I was like,
10,
what?
11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I don't think I've seen her this morning yet. So,
who is that new person?
That's not new. She's been around before. That's Miss Manuela.
Oh, Miss Lila.
Manuela.
Manuela.
Yeah.
What?
It's a mouth.
Wait, she's got 2 hearts.
Yep, she went hugs and hearts.
And what Frizzy Peanut?
6,
Diana.
8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
Mom,
16,
be here.
17, 18, 19,
What?
20. I don't think she is.
You
22, 23, 24, 25.
seen Frizzy.
26, 27, 28, 29, 30.
Seen Frizzy.
Yep, Izzy says she hasn't seen Frizzy.
Yep. Just miss
31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 6, 37, 38, 39. I'm literally going to have to count this yet again because you keep talking. Please go. Yes, I know.
What does that say?
Yeah, the prepackaged and pre-made salads. I still don't trust them. Buy local and full heads. Oh, that's not a bad idea. I could do farmer's market and get some lettuce from them if it's still good.
Frizzy, make sure you find Frizzy when it comes. Say something. Say it.
Okay, stop
Lizzie,
being demanding. I need you to go.
Lizzie, I want you.
Izzy. Izzy does it. Just go, please.
Izzy, I want you. color.
Good morning, me, Maudie. All right, I gotta count this again because he was super distracting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39. Because Cammy, we're lazy and we want to buy lettuce that's already pre-cut for us. No, I mean, it's convenience. It's just convenience. And yeah, no, cutting up your own lettuce is definitely better, but it's more just convenience. We're big. Our country's big on just fast, easy, and convenient. There's Frizzy. Good morning. You just missed the little man. He was down here demanding to say hi to you. Like telling people to say hi to you that he said hi when he left. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39. Okay. Erin! Hello, hello! On your break, huh? She's on her break. She's on her break. Busy helping Lizzie. No worries. Don't fret. You're good. He was just down here, literally, he beckoned you. That's what it was. He beckoned you. He put out the Frizzy call. Frizzy! Second chain. And do a stack single. Okay, so I just do a double crochet in each one. Okay. Yeah, no worries, Cammy. It's just, yeah, one of those silly things that us Americans do. Fast, easy, and convenient. That's why we've got so many drive-thrus for food. And my goodness, there's drive-thrus for liquor stores around here. There's one not far from my house that you can drive through. No, it's not a liquor store, but it's a gas station. Like, they have a drive-through for the gas station. Obviously not the gas pumps, but like the side of the building that you go into to get stuff, like, it has a drive-through. I'm like, goodness, people are lazy. Just park your car, go inside, grab what you want, and move on. Like, it probably takes you just as long to do that as it is to go through the drive-through of that same gas station. Like, it's just crazy. Crazy. Yeah, we have pharmacy drive-through too. Everything's drive-through, or we're just getting where everything's just fast, easy, and convenient. Yep, those have drive-thrus too. That's just funny. So we don't have the dispensaries here, but we have like they're like the other stuff. Oh, I can't think of what it's called. Anyway. Drive-through liquor store. I think that's what they use it for, though, at this gas station, is to, buy from the liquor store part of it. I don't know what else you'd be, like, it has a drive-up window, so I'm like, I need to look at it closer and be like, where do you, like, I think they literally just pull up to it and, like, order, like, cigarettes or whatever. Like, they already know what they want, because I don't think there's, like, a menu or something that you order from, like a little speaker thing. Yeah, I don't mind the online grocery shopping, Diana, because if I know, you know, so the online shopping I utilize is I utilize it tracks what I buy. And so I can go to a tab on the grocery ordering and go to buy it again. And so I can go through my buy it again list and literally just click add to cart, add this many times, I can adjust the quantity and everything when I add it to the cart. And then, if I need to find something different, then I'll type it in the search bar. But like most of the time, 90% of what I put in my cart is stuff that I've already ordered before. So I'm just reordering it. So I already know what it's going to look like, so to speak. And so far, my produce selections have been decent enough that I haven't been unhappy with what they've picked. And I don't order a ton of produce anyway through that, so yeah. I just used the online delivery the other day. I meant to do a pickup, but it was already selected as delivery, and I was like, I'll just leave it that way. So it was nice. It showed up before the 2-hour time frame it said it could be, or the hour, I can't remember. It was like between 4 and 5 or something like that. It was supposed to show up between 4 and 5, and it showed up like 10 to 15 minutes before 4 o'clock, because we live like a mile from the store, literally just down the road from the store. Like, it's a straight shot for the most part. I mean, we have to go about not quite a mile down the road to a light, maybe like half a mile, maybe I don't know, maybe half a mile, and then we turn left, and it's a straight shot to the Hy-Vee. It's like, I think it's like a mile and a half from our house, if that. So it's almost silly to have my groceries delivered. But the day that I had it delivered, we were heading out to go out to eat on a date night. So it was just one less trip out of the house I had to make. Okay, let's see. What was my next step? Got all my chain, my double crochets on here. Chain 2. I'm guessing the person that did this did the main spine and then 3 rows of the bag before she changed the color. Only thing is, I don't like all the tails that comes with striping of bags. It gets annoying. Um, so that's what I'm guessing she did. So I'm working on the base of the bag in black. So many years that they know me by name, and it's great to walk in. Everyone says, "Hey Dee, I love the yeah." So yeah, the store that we go to on a regular basis, like I recognize a lot of the faces there, but I don't think they see so many people that they probably don't really recognize. Maybe they recognize me. I don't know. Well, there was one lady that used to work there. I don't know if she still does, but she was an older lady that was she knew us. And so we'd come in and it was when we still had our camper, and she would, ask if we were going camping that weekend, and or I would start the conversation off be like, yeah, I just buying groceries for camping this weekend or whatever, and yeah, so she always knew, and then she'd ask how'd the camping going, and but I got to the point I stopped dragging my kids to the store as much, especially the youngest, because he's always like, he thinks, and I don't know why he thinks this, because we don't buy him something every single time we go somewhere. Like, yes, he's spoiled, but not that spoiled. Like, but for some reason he expects something bought for him every time, and it's like, dude, no, like, just because we're at a store that has it doesn't mean we're gonna buy it. Like, his mentality on buying things, he just doesn't understand that, like, we can't just buy things because we want to buy it. I mean, we can, but we're not going to. Like, I mean, we physically can, we're just not going to. I mean, that would make us run out of money doing it that way, you know? And we're about to have another car payment. Although both our cars are paid off, so it's just the one car that we're going to be paying on. And it's going to be a cheaper car payment than we're used to. So we bought a used vehicle that we're going to eventually, it's going to be the youngest's, or not the youngest, sorry, the oldest's who is learning to drive. It's going to be her vehicle that she gets to drive once she gets her license. But for now, it's going to be our third vehicle that we use. Like, when she wants, like, if we want to, like, when I take her to dance, I'll let her drive that vehicle to dance with me, obviously, as the passenger. Yeah, that's it. That's just it, Frizzy. He doesn't realize that it's not endless. Yes, okay, I'm going to be honest with you guys. We are blessed and don't struggle, but it's not endless, and we can't buy everything he ever wants. Sorry. I do have a daughter. Yes. Yeah, she's my oldest. She occasionally has made an appearance voice-wise on my lives in the past. Yeah. Well, he'll get there eventually. He'll earn his own way. But we make him earn things. We don't, yeah. It's not given freely all the time. So no worries, Izzy. Granny stitch corner around the last one. Alright, so she only chained one. Man, she crochets so fast. Yep, I have a daughter and then 2 boys. Chores are definitely a good learning tool. Yep, he has his chores. He takes the recycling and the trash out. Well, him and his brother together work together to do the trash and the recycling. And then, he does, I make him put his clothes away and clean his room. And if he does all those things, then he gets, rewarded with video games and such. So, good morning, Marianne. Now we have our crew here. Marianne and Frizzy. And Rebecca. We're missing Rebecca. We're missing Rebecca. And Margaret. And lots of people. I'm sure there's people I'm forgetting. Lots of lurking. Lots of lurking and working this morning. I don't know why, but when I'm looking through this black yarn, I see splitty yarn. Like the desk underneath is light enough that I can see through the yarn and I can just see through all the strings and things. It's like, doesn't work up splitty, but it looks splitty after it's worked in here. Like I can see it. Good morning, Tank. Oh, goodness. You got an allowance if we did your chores and we want to use that money. We got stuff for birthdays and Christmas with others. We had to manage our own money. Yep. Yeah, but we decided to not pay them allowance because I don't know. I don't know. I thought it was a great idea that or a good point that they're part of the family. They're part of the mess. It's they're just as much their responsibility to clean up after themselves. It's actually more their responsibility, I think, than being put on the shoulders of everybody else. But no, we find ways, for them to earn and things, and they'll eventually get a job and make their monies and have to learn how to budget it. So. But I don't disagree with the whole allowance thing. I came across some great advice, and I just was like, I like that. So that's what we implemented, and yeah, that's what we do. All right, let's see. All right, so we do another granny corner. Right, yeah. The sad part of that too is, like if they did say cut the grass or something, or yeah, something that they don't normally do. Yeah, that I've heard that too. The thing is, we can get them to help with just about anything, and they enjoy it. So, all right, how does she join? I guess can't remember. Or she does do chain one and join. Okay. Sorry, I'm trying to get this start figured out. I'm trying to figure out if this person did 3 or how many rounds they did. In the picture, it looks like 3, but I can't tell if that's including the middle row that starts it or if it's so hard to tell because all I can see 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I think they used that part too. So 3 rows of the black before I switch to the color. I think that's what she does. And then my first color was what again? Oh yeah, hers is green and mine's green. And from then on, yeah. So trying to find some babysitting jobs for my oldest, to get her a little job before she gets a real job in a couple years. She just needs to get her name out there. Wow, 14. Oh yeah, totally understand that, Andrew. Yeah, but they got to get old enough to really understand how to understand the concept of managing it, I think there's a certain age that that it's better for them to start learning that where it sticks, kind of thing. I mean, I know how to manage it, but I don't manage it well. I spend it on yarn. But no, I wish like a checkbook thing was a thing for them, but there's just we rarely write checks anymore. I go through like a little checkbook pad in about 5 years. It takes me like 5 years to go through one. And only because and if it's shorter than that, it's only because I accidentally write a check wrong and so I have to void it and then start a new one. Like we just finished one the other day. I was writing a check to okay. I was always taught to write a check where on the line where you write it out, like you write like $542 and so many cents or so many cents and then I wrote dollars. I always wrote dollars for some reason, like $542 and so many cents. I always included the word dollars in there. And after 20 something years of writing checks this way, my husband decides to point it out to me out of the blue at the post office when I'm writing checks out for the passports because they had to have checks or something. I can't remember, but we were writing separate checks out and he notices that I write dollars on it and points it out after 20 something years of being married, let alone 20 plus years of having written checks this way, that the word dollars is written at the end of the check line or the line underneath the box. And now I'm conscious of it. And so when I write a check out, I'm like, oh, I can't write the dollars now. I was just like, really? You had to, I don't know. I don't like being picked on like that. Like, come on. You, after 20 something years of writing checks this way, I don't know why all of a sudden it just dawned on him I was doing this and he had to point it out. And now he makes me conscious of it. But anyway, I was writing a check out to a meat locker for the cow that we bought, the meat. And I messed up the check. Not because of the dollars part, but I can't remember what I messed up on it. And I had to void it and rewrite a new check because I didn't like how I had written something. I know, right? Who cares if it says dollars twice? But that's just how I was taught to write dollars. I could have sworn I was. Maybe I wasn't. I just assumed and wrote it there. It's been, again, 20 plus years since I learned to write a check. But like, kids these days don't need to know how to write checks. Like, you can dang near get through life without writing a check anymore. It's very rare that you actually have to write out a check. And I think the only reason we ever do is for the people that no, because you still have to pay. I think you still have to pay like a processing fee for checks. I don't know. I don't know why we would write checks over cards. Right? Don't take a weird. Yeah, I don't miss the whole, you remember running the checks through those machines and those sounds that it would make when it was like scanning it and printing something on it for the banking purposes in the stores. Like, I don't miss that part, but like the waiting in line for the person in front of you to write the check out. Or the good old days, Remember the good old days. Right? Maybe that's why I've always done it, Melissa, because I always I feel like I was taught you want to fill that up so nobody can like fill it in with extra numbers and things. And it's like, I'm just going to keep doing it. But like we wrote a check for some reason to that meat locker, or not meat locker, but the people that were helping us process the meat or whatever it was they were doing. Right. Checks are just out of style. And then I also write I tilt my and like at an angle. So when I do my dollars and then I turn and I write and this way, because I remember being taught that thousand has and at the end of it. So if you turn it sideways and write it after dollars, they can't write thousand, the vowels in there. No, it doesn't hurt. I've never had an issue with a check being written that way. But it was just like, seriously, dude, after all these years, you've just discovered I wrote like that. And it took 20 years for him to pay attention, apparently. 20-something years. You know what, Debbie? I homeschool my kids, and each one of them, I've had them do cursive writing. My youngest, I'm actually going to get him started on, hold on. Couldn't get this notebook out. This is going to be it's introduction to cursive. So he's going to start learning cursive. I'm going to add this to he does online school, and because they don't do any writing with it, so this is going to be his handwriting, and he's going to learn cursive. So obviously this first page is not cursive, but yeah, I make them do cursive. So that is and they've all enjoyed this curriculum for handwriting. So he's gonna hate it, but I'm gonna be like, well, if you don't do this, you don't get to play your computer games on my computer. So you were taught the same way, Monique? Nice. Yeah. I mean, you know what? Maybe what I'll do is buy some fake checks. Not buy, but like I can print off fake checks and have the kids just practice just so they have the skill, and that it's something they know that if they do have to write a check when they get older, they'll know how to do it. But don't worry, I definitely try to make sure my kids have all the life skills that, like counting change and all that kind of thing.
Are you being looking?
Nice, Monique, nice.
What?
Yeah, Frizzy's here. She showed up finally.
My kids. What?
Yeah, you see that notebook right there? The handwriting one? You're going to do that when you're done with the Celis. And I just told them, if you don't do it, then guess what?
No pokey.
No pokey.
I have to let my hand be a little bit.
It's fine. Just don't try to be on there. Oh, my goodness gracious. It is already 9:17.
Huh?
It's after 9 o'clock already. I'm going to get the first, section of black done before I add the green on.
Oh.
You're just going to do the first page. Oh, Frizzy says, hi!
Frizzy!
As he's stuffing his mouth with a cheese stick. Can you not chomp your food? I don't want to hear you chomping your food. I don't think they want to hear your food being chomped in your mouth either. Finish chewing quietly and then talk. Nobody wants to hear people eating food. At least I don't want to hear people eating food. And I'm pretty sure everybody out there does not want to hear you eating food either.
Probably food sounds.
Don't make my desk shake. You're making my camera shake.
Haha, so are yummy.
Those are yummy.
Well, Frizzy agrees. I agree with it.
The cheese sticks.
Yummy,
yep.
Yummy.
Sargento cheddar cheese sticks is what he's eating. Okay, you can stop.
Cheese stick made me go.
Quit messing with that, please. I didn't put it there for you to play with it.
Tuesday, Stitch and a chat.
Stitch and chat. See that symbol right there between the words?
Yeah.
That is the symbol that means and.
Chat.
Yep. It's a way to write and quicker than writing 3 letters.
Yeah, because my swimming lesson ends at 7 now.
That has nothing to do with what I just said.
Yeah, probably doesn't even know why.
Can you stop, please?
Probably doesn't even know why. How?
No, why what?
How my swim test school ends at 7 o'clock. Do you know, Frizzy?
Well, she does now.
Do you? I didn't tell her.
You just said now that it ends at 7.
6:30 it starts.
Yep. Are you going to behave tonight? Sit or stand still on the bench and not move it around and break it. We don't want to break the school stuff, because if we do, then guess what? They won't let us come back.
Like your band?
Possibly. If you break their stuff, they're going to be like, we're going to have to ask you not to come back. So, and I don't want that to happen for you. So we got to be good and listen to our teachers and sit there quietly.
Never come back today.
No splashing other kids. Not that you do that, but if they splash you, you just take it and ignore it and let them get in trouble, not you.
Yeah.
Or you say, hey, we shouldn't do that, and then maybe they'll stop doing it.
Hope you have fun.
Hope you have fun tonight, she says.
Tonight. Why are you on? You're the one Crochet.
I'm watching this to make sure I do it right.
Is your audience seeing this?
No. They're just watching me look at a screen quietly.
They see the video? You can do school now, Mom.
You can do school?
Yay.
Is your tablet plugged in?
Yes.
All you had to do was say yes.
And it's fully charged.
Okay. Alright, so one more round of the black, and then I switch to the green. Except I'm doing stacked. I'm not going to do chain 2 anymore. Yeah, he enjoys the swimming, but last week he got put in timeout because, funny enough though, I think I was partially to blame because the other kids were messing with him, and I was looking at him through the window and going, and I was like I was like this, like stand or sit straight, don't move around, like just, and he was trying to do that or something, and I think she caught him moving around too much or something and was like, all right, you've been warned 3 times. But apparently he'd been warned a couple of times prior to me getting involved, but like his third warning may or may not have been because of me. I don't remember the timeline, how quickly after he was asked to go sit over on the steps. So apparently he got upset. So she came out and talked to me after the class and said, yeah, so he was warned 3 times, and so I made him sit down and made him cry because he got upset. Just like, well, he's got to learn. He'll be all right. But otherwise, he's doing well with swimming. Like, they're very impressed at how well he's doing with his techniques and stuff. So just every once in a while they say he needs to work on certain things, like keeping his arms up out of the water instead of like below the water with the type of learn, like they're trying to get him to go like this with like the strokes, the big strokes, and not keep him underneath, so yeah, mom might have been partially to blame. But that's why we've had to have conversations like just all the time. We're constantly reminding him we need to, sit and behave and listen. But it's a fine line with him being a boy. I also want to allow him to move, get the energy out, get the wiggles out. He just needs to learn to, I don't know, I don't want to say control it, but control it in a manner where he's not getting in trouble, but still keep moving, if that makes sense. And that's why I think for him, homeschooling benefits him, because he is allowed to wiggle the wiggles completely out. Right? Mm-hmm. Yep. Like right now, you can't sit still.
He said, haha, oops.
Yep. I was trying to tell you to sit down and be quiet at your swim lessons last week, and that might have been part of the issue with her catching you. Can't get on the... What does it mean down? Oh, it unlocks in 6 minutes. So just wait 6 more minutes.
I'm not on the wait 6.
6 minutes. Can you go watch Octonauts for 6 more minutes?
Or can watch your eyes.
I need to go over to my YouTube because my chat hasn't moved.
Uh-oh.
Nope, it's still there. Still the same.
I'm going to work on this sheet. Wait, this one page.
That's fine, Bob. Just make sure you... Can you not, please?
I gotta climb this.
Maybe don't step on my stuff. That's why I've asked you not to step on my stuff.
It was like
it's called not stepping on my stuff and paying attention.
It's basically the best in the whole entire world. Literally. No. Mom
is the best. Mommy's the best.
Frizzy.
And Frizzy, for you.
What?
Frizzy comes next. For her kids, she's the best, and then anybody else comes next.
I want to go see Frizzy in person.
I would love to see Frizzy in person. But we got to make a trip to Washington for that to happen. Go see some of the Tetons and That'd be fun. I'm trying to convince my husband to make a trip to Alaska, and then we'd have to come through Washington to fly out of Washington to go to Alaska.
Is Alaska where visiting?
But driving to Alaska would be fun, because then we could drive through Canada.
Oh, that's where Spy Kids live.
Well, it depends on. Canada's a big country, dude.
That's where Spy Kids live.
Yeah, I understand that, but he may not live on the west coast. He might be further inland.
No. You can look. And
I don't know where in Canada he lives. Again, Canada is a big country.
yeah, probably bigger than
It is not bigger than the United States. The United States is actually slightly bigger. Bridget says she would love to see us in person.
Yeah, I want to go to.
Good morning, Tambi.
Because our, kind of like our state is getting really upgraded. A lot.
Can you just... Shh.
Our state is the special state in the whole universe.
Oh, okay.
Because, oh, a new person.
Okay. Can you
Morning, Amber and chat. Is that a new person? Never.
No, she's been around.
Oh. I never seen her in person.
It's been a while.
In your life?
It's been a minute.
Huh? Are you off, Mom? Basically, is a friend of yours, right, Mom?
Yeah, I consider her a friend now.
Yeah, because he's a friend of yours, because you're like, and particularly,
I consider a lot of people my friends.
I taught, what?
Tambi.
Hi, Tambi.
The person that you saw that was new, her name is Tambi.
Basically, how do you know that's Tambi?
Because, again, she has been around before.
Well, I need to keep coming down here.
No, you don't. You need to be quiet.
Boom, 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 boom.
That's the one difference between me and Kelsey, Passionate Kelsey. She has no kids to interrupt her when she's doing her vlogs and things.
Mom, that is not the caterpillar.
He's just showing you how to draw it. Try to draw it. See what happens.
The bumps. I don't know how to.
Try to do it. It gives you step 1 and step 2. Just try.
I don't want to.
Try. It's a fun picture to try to draw. I bet you could do it good.
I'm gonna make it straight.
Try to do it the way it gives you the steps. Try. You gotta be willing to try stuff, bub. And don't worry about whether it's perfect or not. I think you could do a good job. I think you'll do as good a job as you can. It's fine.
Mom, look at it. That's not
you just need to practice, please.
That's not enough.
Tambi says hi.
I'm not saying that word.
That's fine. Just don't be mean. You can. I can somewhat tolerate your rudeness, but you don't be rude to my friends on my chat.
We're not. Your friends don't live in the same state.
It doesn't matter. You're gonna stop being rude to me. Yes, he's being awesome right now.
No, I'm not.
Exactly. That's my point. I love you dearly, dude.
Not me.
Yeah, that's fine. I will not always be your best friend.
What?
Doing your first project with foundation doubles. Nice. Oh, are you doing like the foundation, like the chainless? Where you do the foundation, like the chain and the doubles all at the same time? Awesome sauce. What project are you doing with those? Work great for blankets. Been super busy with their doctor appointments and boys, and now they're back in school trying to get their Christmas stockings done. Nice. Okay, just a few more minutes. I don't know if you guys even noticed, but my start time was adjusted by 5 minutes. Blanket with an anniversary cake. Nice. I have never bought an anniversary cake for Michael's. I have just not. It usually the one that I want, the colorway that I would want, is either like gone because it's the popular one that everybody else wants too, or they're just too high a price. And like again, when I wait for them to go on sale, it seems like they're always picked it through before I can get one. And honestly, I don't know. I don't regret, or I don't have FOMO with the anniversary cakes. I don't have FOMO with them. Okay, I think this is the last round before I stop the corners. All right, let's see. I think she only does the 4 rounds, and then she starts skipping. Yep, now she's going to start building up, it looks like. Yep. Okay. All right, so now I need to change my color. Thank you for trying the caterpillar, even if it's not fully tried. Use. Hold on. You don't think your Michaels ever gets them?
Hard part. Where's the heck those things are?
Probably the little feet. Or the antenna. I don't know. I think it looks fine, dude. You don't have to be like exact like theirs. It just
numbers.
You just try to do your best.
I don't know how I'm gonna do that.
You just gotta make squiggly lines or something.
I'm gonna do a whole.
It's just to practice moving your wrist and stuff is all it really is for. Oh, fun.
What?
Using Stitch Fiddle. I need to use that more often and actually make the tapestries. My favorite stitch to do with the tapestries are the knotted half double crochets. Because I did the cat's meow with that, and I did a bunch of garden flags with that. When I had a friend do the second one, I got the teal cake, but yeah, I don't love the others. It's just, yeah, there was like a purple one last year that I wanted, and I never could get it because it was gone or it was too expensive. Yeah, unless they're on sale, I'm not going to buy them. Like super on sale, 30% or more. Okay, let me change my color, and then I'm going to get off of here. I hope this doesn't look weird with the colors I picked. I like the ones that she picked, the person that I got this idea from, because hers are all neon-y colors. But again, I'm trying to use up yarns that are in my leftover scrappy bin. Now the black I'm going to have to use new, but that's fine. That is fine. I don't mind using it for the main. All right, turn.
What?
Did you put it in right?
No.
Make sure you put it in right. That's why I wish it would let you see what you're putting in, because All right, so here is the black with that. Like I said, I hope it doesn't look too weird using not neon colors. So there's it right here.
Password.
Let me see. Make sure your ID is correct.
My ID is correct.
Make sure you have it all.
Wait. The 2 is wrong.
That's what I'm saying. Make sure all that's right. I have to find a video to understand how to use it to get the proper size and stuff. Yeah, so Tambi, I will tell you for a garden flag size, I can't remember what their sizes are. I think it was like 11 by 15 or something like that. I don't remember. Whatever the garden size flag is, I did 30 stitches, 30 cubes by 40 cubes. Okay, that's got to be paused or turned off for a moment. So I did 30 cubes by 40 pixels for those garden flags, and that gave me roughly, and I mean, my flags were slightly longer than the garden flags come out, but that's because they stretch with time and with they get wet and then they stretch. So that's what I did. If that's helpful at all to you, I don't know, but that's what I did. All right, so I'm gonna get off here. I'm gonna keep working on my bag that I started for luck of the draw, and gonna get him, hang out with him while he does his school. So
make my mittens.
Be quiet, please.
Oh, 2 letters.
So I will see.
It's fine.
Stop, please. Queen size for that blanket yarn. Ooh. I don't know how to do that. How to make that? Basically, the way I looked at it as it helps you do like there's some configurations that you can like do gauge swatching in the stitch fiddle, and to help you decide how to big. You can give it inches and it'll help you figure out how many pixels per inch you want to do. And you can say, all right, I want a 70 by 70 or whatever it is. And you can figure out that. I know Stitch Fiddle will help you figure that out a little bit too. You're disrupting while I'm talking. Please wait till I'm done and signed off. I am going to get off of here.
I want to say something different.
Okay. I'm going to get off here. I will see you guys tomorrow. Same time, same place. Don't forget, you are all somebody to somebody. I hope you guys have a fabulous Tuesday. And welcome to September, by the way. And don't forget, I hope you feel the love. I'll see you guys tomorrow for Hump Day. Bye.